Liyana has a pink soap. Liyana has pink soap. Liyana has pink soap. Hey! Liyana has pink soap. Huh! Liyana has pink soap. Liyana has pink soap. Liyana has pink soap. Liyana has pink soap. La mom. The pink soap. Liyana loves a pink soap. Liyana loves. Hey. Pink soap. Hey. It's the pink soap.
It's the pink soap.
Pink soap, Liyana.
I like it.
You like it?
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful, the soap. The soap is there to make you beautiful, Liyana.
But it's not yours.
It's Liyana's, I know.
It's not Corona.
It's not Corona's either.
It's me.
It's Liyana's.
It's my pink soap.
Perfect.
But-
All right. It's time to go sleep. Hey.
Yes.
Say good night to your Baba.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Welcome to Where Love Lives, Life Guamasego 2.0. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please press subscribe and like it, and then share this video at the end. Leave a comment, give us suggestions, give us ideas of videos you want us to do about how Life Guamasego 2.0 goes.
Sing your new song.
I'm not going to make a wish, okay?
Have you given this?
I'm going to fly to outside and box. Don't come, I'm going to play with it wrong. I'm not going to come. Don't come. Baba, you must come here. You have to come here. Come here, Baba. Buddy has to come. Come. Hey, come. Don't fall. Come.
Okay. Ready?
Come. 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 I'm going to
Okay. And now? Yes, I do it. Two, three.
Welcome, everyone. This is Baba and this is Mama. All right, so what we wanted to talk about today is what is it that we add to this whole parenting thing, because parents are a team and we are different people. So I figured we should talk about how with Liyana we are bringing our own style and our own way of doing things into parenting her, because a lot of people always ask me, isn't it weird when you're a social worker to raise a child? And I say, I don't know, because I haven't been raised by one.
True.
So angas, but I'm sure our professions and our perspectives in the world tend to add to how we parent. So yeah, that's going to be our little conversation. We'll not keep it long because we know most of you are here for Liyana. Yeah, ne?
She's just too cute for her own good.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
it's problematic, but it's fine. All right, so Rebecca, you're an OT, ne?
Yes.
Quickly tell them, what does an OT do?
We work on improving people's function in their daily life activities,
Mhm.
yeah, whatever that may be, and whatever may be important to them. We help them be, I guess, the most independent and functional they can be in that area.
So I'm sure that means like the early years of a child are important for them to be a functioning person.
So obviously, exactly. So with a child, their most important tasks in life, you could say, are to grow, to learn, to play. So obviously, if a child struggles in those areas, that's where we would come in. We'll help them to reach their developmental milestones, be able to play independently, do the things they need to do as a kid, yeah, which is essentially learning, playing, growing. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of Liyana, are you busy OTing our child?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, OT mom, right? It's one of those things you can't switch off, I think, like you're saying. I mean, I think your profession very much becomes who you are. So yeah, to a certain extent, I think sometimes, I overthink things with her because I'm like, is she doing this the way she should be, or am I stimulating her enough? And I think, there's obviously a certain, you want to then really, because you know what you can do, you want to be able to give all of that. In terms of like, I know I can help kids to develop well. I know I can help them to play. Those are like my skills. So you obviously feel like you should be giving that to your child as well. Otherwise, it's kind of not fair. So I think sometimes then one does put a lot of pressure on yourself. Like, I'm sure the same as if you're a teacher. You kind of feel like my child better be good at school.
Imagine.
So it's that type of thing. So yeah, but I mean, I try. This is now obviously the question: how much of it is me being an OT, and how much of it is just me being myself? Because on the other hand, I just love to play with her. I love to engage with her. That I am passionate about that. I feel like whether I'm an OT or not. So that's also just my parenting style is like very interactive, very engaging, child-led. I think that's also who I am, apart from being an OT.
Yeah, but I'm going to challenge that
Okay.
one. I do think if you weren't an OT,
Yes.
you wouldn't have half your ideas.
Yes, and I think I would, obviously as an OT, they train you to analyze activities and everything the child or the person does in a certain way. And I guess, yeah, that is definitely a skill that I would otherwise not have. I would just play with her randomly, maybe, without thinking about it more deeply. Whereas now I'm continuously thinking like, oh, has she had some growth motor? Has she had some fine motor?
Listen to
Has she
that.
had some sensory?
I mean, what normal parent speaks like this?
So, yeah. So I think that's probably true.
Yeah, but I think also even for myself,
Yes. Do you social work our child?
probably all the time. So I do know that I'm obsessing about not creating bad childhood memories,
Okay.
but also being careful that we don't over softenize this child. And what I mean by that is, I think my main contribution is to ensure that Liyana doesn't fall into stereotypes, unless it
Okay.
turns into her personality.
Like
so-
what stereotypes?
Like I think Liyana is, in my mind, is not allowed to be treated as if she's fragile
Okay.
just because she's a girl.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Unless her personality ends up being extremely girly when
And like sensitive.
and when it starts to form, then Shem, we will treat accordingly. But I almost don't want to prescribe for her to be this soft child. Like I remember in when she was a bit younger and we just moved here, think I posted a video of us playing soccer or something like that. Then someone said, "Sihle man, boys and girls are not for each other." I'm like, what do you mean?
Wow,
You know,
okay.
there was almost a thing of I could hurt her, or
Like you're being too rough.
you know. Or I remember in the very early days, I think I posted a video of me gymming with her and using her as my weights, you know. And then people were like, "You don't do that with a girl,"
Yes.
you know.
With a never mind a girl, they even were like, I think you don't do that with a baby.
Yeah, but no, it was more that she's a girl. I'm sure if it was a boy, they'd be like, look at this father already bonding with his child. So I do know I obsess over making sure of that. Because I do think, in a way, our personalities, as much as there's parts we do not control, I think the parts that we do control as a parent is making them believe they can be more or not more than one thing. You know? So with Liyana, definitely exposing her to the idea that she can play with things that people think boys should only play with, engage with me in a very tough, rough way, when maybe people feel, nah, she's a girl, do that when you have a son. I know in the back of my mind, I will treat Liyana as soft as I would treat the boy. Just like I will treat Liyana as rough as I would treat the boy, you know, because I think it's silly. And I find that a lot when you now end up giving someone therapy, you realize that the way one was raised, you miss out on stuff. While I think you should be able to just choose that you don't want it anymore. You know, like, I'm very open for Liyana to not want things when she's older, but I don't want me to have hidden it from her because I believe, well, you're a girl, you're not really going to like this. You know what I mean?
Yes, I have.
So definitely the social worky part, you make sure no bad memories, no like moments of my daddy left me and yo kabanga, guys. Imagine that.
No. Can you grab by yourself?
I got catchy.
Come, Liyana.
I got it.
This is purple. Make a wet. Make wet.
You must put it on right.
Yes, you made it not bright, Liyana. This one.
Make it. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, lights off is your favorite.
Where's, show me your favorite. Yes.
Look, you green.
Okay, give me red. I want red, Liyana.
This red.
Yes. Now you took it away. Yeah. Oh, that was not red anymore. It's not red anymore. Give me red. I want red, Liyana.
This
Yes, I want red. No, I wanted red. What's wrong with you? Give me red again. Yes, Liyana. No, I want red. I want red, Liyana. Please, give me red again. Red for Liyana.